tackle and getting that first down.
Going to the ground again on first. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. All right, here we go. Second down. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty.
Infraction, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Here comes 2nd and 8 after that penalty. Throwing now, Stafford. And his heave isn't going to be answered. That's incomplete as an exciting look ends our first quarter. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They've been moving it well, but face a third down here. Here's Stafford. He finds Adams, complete. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
Davis connects on the extra point. And they answer a field goal with 7 points, and they've got the lead. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Mejio with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They fake the handoff, and he's going to be brought down back at the 13-yard line. Myles Garrett. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback trifecta that nobody wants.
Kobe Turner. And that's going to force fourth down quite a ways to go.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on third down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
Rolling and takes a deep shot down the middle. It is already one of the loudest buildings in football, and never more so than when the war drum is sounded, and this crowd has begun its battle cry inside the walls of Kansas City's Arrowhead Stadium. And his punter Ethan Evans going to send this one away. And we're off from Arrowhead. On the return, here's Nico Remigio. He's stopped on the run back to the 27. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw Mahomes. Chased out to his right. He'll get it to Rashee Rice. Complete. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Walker trying to run for the first. And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up 4th down. All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. Mahomes to throw for it. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs. And his punter, Ethan Evans, going to send this one away. This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Bringing them out and celebrating now a decade in the NFL. This is Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
Off the play fake. He's under pressure, and he's not going to get away. They take him down at the 30. And after the play, it's second down now and 17.
Second and 17 at the 30-yard line.
After the sack, Mahomes. Looks like a pick, but he just can't hang on. So it's an incomplete pass on second down. And they're happy to have that compared to the alternative. Here he goes, third and long. Buys time, rolling right. Rolling, and takes a deep shot down the middle. He's got a man, but he can't make the catch. That hit just a little too much. Breaks up that big play as third down goes unanswered. They'll go. It's Mahomes. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs. is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off from Arrowhead. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out is one of the game's all-time leading passers. The top pick back in 2009. Still going strong. It's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle father time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age. We see the arm fall apart. We see the wear and the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
The second down throw from Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And give him a fresh set of downs. That play goes for 10.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Stafford back to throw. There's his man, but his man does not have that football. He drops an easy one, Brock. It's second down.
It's now second and 10.
They send the tight end in motion. Stafford pass here on second down. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
There defensively.
Stafford. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Well, just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
It's second and 8.
Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Looking to his running back. Incomplete. That play's going to bring up third down. Stafford. That's caught by Williams. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Now Stafford to throw. And he's going to want another chance at that one. Catchable ball indeed. Just couldn't come up with it. Second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Stafford now. That's complete. Naku on the left side. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
And the Rams first down.
Running right, it's Williams. Saw a lot of daylight there up the middle, and he took advantage. 5-yard gain. Gain 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. They've got a man in motion. On second down, a run with Williams. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Gets this one away in the nick of time, but the defense still quick enough to alter that throw. It's incomplete, and now it's fourth down. So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. It's a 36-yard look for it. Mevis able to knock it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
If they can keep moving that ball the way they did on the opening drive, he's going to be called upon, I gotta guess, Kate, for more than just field goals. Probably some extra points, too.
A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. First and 10. Drive begins with a walker run. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up
To the
second
air,
and
Mahomes.
9 at the 30-yard line.
This is Thornton over the middle. And they're going to have the first down. Nice chunk of yards there, getting about 17 of them.
Gain of 17 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw Mahomes. Finding Thornton here back to back. And he's going to get about 3 here, almost all of it on the catch. The defense was there immediately.
Brings up 2nd and
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. The Rams out to an early advantage. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. Here's Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line.
it's a gain of 14
Coming to the line. This is 1st and 10.
That's good for the Kansas City
Throwing is
Chiefs.
Mahomes.
First down.
It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Complete to Ken Walker.
Got 4 on the completion, so still 6 ahead of him on 2nd down.
6 at the 32-yard line.
Mahomes. This one's to Rice out on the right side. They rally to him after a gain of about 7. That effort enough. They've got the first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Mahomes now. And the coverage too much to battle through on this play. Multiple defenders there. A lot of contact at the catch. This one's incomplete. He's slinging at this opening drive, Brock. Not sure we expected to see an incompletion, but his perfect start ends at 5 for 5.
Yeah, kind of the feeling out process, right? I think you
Yeah.
find this with defensive coordinators a whole bunch, trying to figure out what that script is on the other side. I have a sense there'll be some completions and incompletions along the way.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on 3rd down. Back to throw Mahomes. Forced out to his right. That's complete. Here's Thornton. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First down and goal to go.
Running in here with Smith. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
A give up the gut to Walker. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
Turner on the tackle.
Anticipating the pass, defense out there in dime. It's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Now it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Looking for Travis Kelce that time. So now they're left with 4th and goal. Okay, already a big decision to make on your opening drive, Brock. Is this 4-down territory, or do you take the field goal and be happy to start off with some points?
Well, remember, Caden, I think we're going to see this all year long. This new kickoff rule is real. You know, that ball now coming out to the 35-yard line, it affects the data and the decision-making. You're going to see more and more teams be aggressive, and I would be.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford now off the play fake. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down.
To each other much in the last couple of days.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. He's going to be taken down. A gain of about 14 on the play. That gives LA the first. And not going to get a snap here. We have arrived at our 2-minute warning. Stick around. There's more from Arrowhead on the other side. Play action now for Stafford. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. He's hit, finally taken out. So call it a gain of about 23 on the play before they got to him. And that will bring up a Rams first down.
First down, Rams.
Here's Stafford. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to corral him out of bounds here after giving up about 6 yards on that play. Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now, Stafford. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Welcome to one of the NFL's signature venues, Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today we have a fun preseason matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and his punter Ethan Evans going to send this one away. And we're underway from Kansas City. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
Intended for Rashid.
Ooh, that was a defender right there, Brock, sending a very clear message from the first play.
You know what jumps to my mind? The 2013 Super Bowl. You just say that. And Demaryius Thomas caught the shallow cross, but Cam Chancellor launched him like 8 yards after he caught it, sending a message kind of like that one.
That one finds Xavier Worthy. Well, this certainly makes the 3rd down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now here he goes on the boot. Flushed out of the pocket. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Kansas City! And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
That one splits the uprights. And that's good for a 7-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Blake Corum now to return it. Making some progress here. Races past midfield. There he goes on the right side. Touchdown on an incredible return.
Touchdown.
Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return? Let's find out. The kick is away. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the second time this game. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. He's down as that play goes for 26 big ones. That's good for the first down. One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
Kansas City Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice game. They're down to the 36. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And they try him again, but this one is also incomplete. The defense stayed focused on him after that last play, Brock. There to break it up. It's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Again, Mahomes to throw. They get to him and they drop him. And that's going to knock them out of field goal range. And that forces this offense into a 4th and 20.
Hey, 3rd down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. It can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
You know, Kate, there was a time when you and I were growing up watching football where a 50-yard kick was impressive. But these kickers of today, they just keep pushing that boundary and showing off incredible leg strength.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. He dodged the tackle. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out, it's one of the game's all-time leading passers. The top pick back in 2009. Still going strong. It's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle Father Time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age. We see the arm fall apart. We see the wear and the tear and the velocity disappear. We're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
31 yards. 1st down, Rams.
Now Stafford to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. This gets down to about the 36-yard line. Felix Uzama making the tackle that time.
4 yards.
Got 4 on the completion, so still 6 ahead of him on 2nd down. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials.
Ball start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes 2nd and long. They put Adams in motion left. Stafford on 2nd down. He gets this one in Nakua. And they get this down to the 28. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Rams have the 1st down.
And the Rams 1st down.
Man in motion out of the slot. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. No one's around him. He's got space. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the red zone on first. Catch is made in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Setting up, second and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up second and goal.
Stafford back to throw. Well, he is absolutely wide open, and his QB finds him. Touchdown Rams.
Touchdown LA.
Colby Parkinson in from 3 yards. Nevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. They jump ahead by 4.
14. Chiefs 10.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Smith on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. To the air, Mahomes. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
The coverage by Jalen Watson.
Looking to throw Mahomes. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play block. That's going to set them up with a first down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
And before we can see a snap, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 14-10 our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking at first down here. The first carry now, Brashard Smith. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. D coordinators love to dial it up.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted.
Look there, inside Arrowhead Stadium, here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, a good one in store this afternoon. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Chiefs Kingdom. Welcome, your 2026 Kansas City Chiefs. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get the preseason started. Off we go from Arrowhead. Good coverage by the kick team. Force them to start out back at the 23-yard line. One of the elder statesmen at the quarterback position, Matthew Stafford, year 18 in the league. 6 of those with the Rams, of course, the Super Bowl title, MVP a season ago, as he had more yards and touchdowns than anyone else in the league.
Well, now we get a chance to look at last year's MVP, and, you know, a long and storied career, a Super Bowl champ, one of the all-time greatest passers that we've seen in the NFL in a long time, and now he adds MVP to his long resume. And, you know, it's hard to believe there's a lot left for Matthew Stafford to accomplish, but here he is at this stage of his career playing the best ball of his career. He's with one of the best coaches in history of the game, and Sean McVay, and if I was him, I think I'd keep playing too.
It is 3rd and long.
And it's
motion man is Nakua. Throw on third down, Stafford. That's called in on the left by Nakua. And that one's going to be shut down. They are short of the line to gain. No first down, and the punt team will come on here on fourth down. Evans with the punt sends it away. Here's Remigio. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes quickly out to Rice. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
On first down, it's Mahomes. Moving left. Now a deep ball to the corner of the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's going to look downfield once again. And the Rams are going to take...
Result, man. Leave it all out your way. You a ball.
It is one of the most intimidating environments in all of sport. And with a Ward... Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Chiefs offense ready to take the field with none other than the 3-time Super Bowl MVP, Patrick Mahomes, leading the way.
Boy, it's great to see him back on the field after tearing his ACL last season. And most people know about the ability. We've seen it for so long. Never forget about the determination. I expect him to get back to elite play and fast.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to have great field position here as this is returned just...
You